This is why, as a parent, you gotta let your children not fear you so that they can trust you a little bit and tell you things that is going on with them. A 17-year-old Ghanaian student by the name of Abena was said to have left her school in Ofinso with the intention of going home for treatment, only for her to end up at her boyfriend's house. It was said that Pascaline took exit from her boarding school, claiming that she was sick and needed urgent treatment at home. When the school gave her the permission to leave, they thought she was going home to her father. Little did they know that she was trying to sneak into her boyfriend's house. And eventually, she went to her boyfriend's house and was there for a while. The father began wondering where she was because they were communicating with the school and they said she wasn't in school, and they became worried as to where Pascaline had gone to. Eventually, the father was able to learn that Pascaline had gone to spend time with her boyfriend, and in an attempt to find out where she was, the father mobilized police officers with the intention of finding the boyfriend and arresting the boyfriend. Somewhere along the line, Pascaline dies in the boyfriend's house. At this point, the father learns of it, comes to the house and arrests the boyfriend and arrests everybody in the compound, because at first he thought it was an abduction, that they kidnapped the daughter, and that was his initial narrative. Unfortunately for him, people who were close to Pascaline were able to tell that the girl was hiding from her father, avoiding the dad, because she knew if the father knew where she was, he was going to be mad at her. However, it's unclear what caused her death on the go. Some sources are saying she died from the malaria that she was supposed to go home and treat. That had it been she had gone home rather than go spend time with her boyfriend, who maybe around that age would not have known what to do, she would have had time to live. She would have not died per se. Although some sources are rebuking the fact that she died of malaria, saying that that's not true. That the young lady learned that her father had figured out where she was with her boyfriend, and she was scared, she was afraid. Learning that the father was even coming with police officers to arrest the boyfriend was what made her do what she did. In an interview, Pascaline's father, clarified that post-mortem is yet to be done on Pascaline to conclude on what actually killed her. Many people believe she did it herself. Some people believe it's as a result of the malaria she did not go to treat. The father in that interview did point out that the school that she was attending was in bad condition and was infested with mosquitoes, citing that he most likely believes the daughter had died from malaria because he does not want to believe the daughter did it to herself. Most people in comment section have accused the father of being mean, being brutal, being the one who was maltreating the girl to the point that the girl was so afraid to live her life, or so afraid to do things she wants, because she knew that if her father would learn of these things, the beating she would receive would be _2 of whatever she thought was best for her. So people are trying to blame her passing on the father's method of upbringing per se. But here is the confusing part. When you go to see Pascaline's TikTok account, people observe that she had changed her username from a previous username to Sad Girl. Basically, she began posting depressing content. Her content leading up to her passing had indicated that this young lady may have been thinking of unaliving herself for a very long time. Pascaline had dropped multiple videos suggesting that she was sad, she was unhappy, she was depressed, and that she was about to basically sign off from Earth. And I think that is an indication that this young lady had gone through some personal issues that she could not voice out. And when the unfortunate opportunity came, she may have taken it. But it's unclear why. Was it relationship problems, or was it the fact that her father was against the relationship that made her do what she did? Pictures of videos of the boyfriend were circulating, but the young man that was mentioned had rebuked that he is the boyfriend because he too is just as young as the young lady, Pascaline. So I'm thinking if she's going to hide in her boyfriend's apartment or house, it will be an adult who is capable of paying rent. I don't imagine it to be a fellow 16-year-old, 17-year-old guy who is also a secondary school student. That would be the boyfriend. I don't imagine that would be the case. But we don't know who the boyfriend is, so it's unclear. But however, though, if the boyfriend is an adult, over 20, I would understand why he would be arrested, because why is she in your house? No. Forget the age difference. Yes, she's 17 and he may be over 20. But why is a young girl leaving school and coming to your house and you are entertaining her? As a boyfriend, you should let her go home. Especially if she's sick, for real, or if she's even showing an ounce of depression. If you really care for her, you would involve her family, basically. So I would understand if the father would arrest the said boyfriend, because at the end of the day, if the boyfriend is an adult older than Pascaline, he should have known better than to let a secondary school girl run away from school to come stay in your house. But anyway, you guys let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Do you think she did it because she was afraid of her father? Or do you think it's something that may be bigger than what we imagine? Let me know your thoughts.